We're gonna have to edit that out.
No, that's gonna go on the YouTube one.
Because in today's environment, that's not gonna be good. You gotta edit that out.
Alright. I'll have it edited out like all the way up until like right after you said it.
Huh?
So then they'll see this, but not what you actually said.
What did I say?
Something about something and something you were eating.
That did not belong in this episode. Okay, let's move along.
I don't think it belongs in any episode.
Well, it belonged in the innuendo episode.
Innuendo.
Who's endo?
Oh boy.
Hi, welcome, ladies and gentlemen. He hasn't started recording yet, so I can talk shit right now. And welcome to the Not Robots podcast. I am your host, Pete. And this is that strange African American guy, Harry.
I'm not from Africa. What do you mean?
Well, it's the way that we type you in America. You're African American. So
there's no African here.
Look, ages ago, when we all came from the cradle of Africa, your people hung out and stayed. Everybody else left.
What do you mean, you people?
Everybody else left. And we got pale and y'all stayed brown. Simple as that.
How did that happen?
Standard genetic, propensity to need. I mean, I am not as in need of vats of sunlight as you, and you are in need of.
Yes, I sunburned fast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So essentially, you guys were, went to places where the sun wasn't as intense. You didn't need as much melanin, so your DNA said, "You don't need all this crap," and your system became more efficient.
So they went north and ended up in the land of the ice and snow.
Exactly how you got there. Exactly.
So they got pale for camouflage.
Well, not pale for camouflage. You just didn't have as much. You didn't have the sun intensity, so you didn't need as much melanin. So therefore.
Are you saying that the only difference is the melanin percentage?
No, we also have bigger brains. Because it takes a lot to outwit a lion. Lions ain't no joke, so you gotta be ready to, come up with creative ways. Because lions, they big and they fast.
You shuck and jive.
You gotta rope-a-dope that lion.
That's it. Yeah.
You gotta rope-a-dope it. Float like a butterfly, sting like a bee, and then lion laughs at you and swats you dead, but hey, whatever. Lion was like,
we should probably get on the podcast now.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Yeah. That's not the subject, but anyway, if it was, we wouldn't be talking about it, I suppose.
Why not?
Because we never do.
Oh, you got a point. Okay, let's go.
All right.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen.
What's up, y'all?
Welcome.
No.
Harry, I don't understand what your problem is. I mean, I understand that things are tough right now and people are all up in there, but you don't have to jive, that shuck and jive crap, Harry. You need to stop. All right, so once again, hello, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, I'm Pete, not politically correct, so I'm going to call you ladies and gentlemen. And what are you shaking your head for now, Harry?
What if their pets are watching? You got to be inclusive. That's 2020, people. You got to include their pets.
Hello, any vaguely sentient life forms in the proximity of any devices playing this podcast / YouTube video in any way, shape, or form.
I don't recommend watching the YouTube because it's the recording of us recording. So it's like a recording inception, and you don't need that. You don't need that in your life. Just listen, don't watch. Don't watch. It'll ruin the magic.
Why don't you want them to watch?
There's magic. Can we stop this now? Because this is tough.
Easier for me.
All right. Hello once again, ladies, gentlemen, and every
Once again,
pet
why's
that's
it gotta
listening.
be gentlemen? What you're still excluding
Maybe
people.
they're not ladies.
Exactly. So it's hello, loyal and fervent listeners.
It's emphasis on fur. That's your host Harry.
You roasted what?
No, I said you. You're Harry.
I'm not a you.
That guy that's sitting next to me, my right side. No, not your right side. My
You
right
said the
side.
guy that's sitting next to me.
That's this guy. That's me. I'm the one talking.
Yeah, but there's nobody to my right.
But you're
You
talking
said,
too.
You said the guy that's sitting next to me on my right side.
No, next to me.
Yeah, me, yeah.
Okay, so right here, they'll have a hard time with it, but the guy on my starboard side,
What's a starboard?
it's the opposite side of the port. The right side,
So the opposite side of the port would be the water because there's nothing else out there once you get to the port. It's kind of after that there's nothing.
here we go. All right. Hello, kind audience and all your pets.
Yes.
Welcome back to the Not Robots podcast, where we have the most interesting and boring now because now it's all politically correct at the beginning of the and
Somebody
it's
does
your host,
not
Harry.
like to embrace change. I see
I
that
embrace
somebody's
the chaos.
stuck in their ways and cannot evolve. Is that why you
Speaking-
have no neck and your knuckles drag?
Wow. Okay. Now, for those of you who haven't seen me on the YouTube, you probably shouldn't, because again, it'll ruin the magic.
That unibrow though, you should shave it.
Yeah. Right now, they're thinking I'm like some Hitler-looking version of the grape ape. Jeez.
Oh my god, that's awesome!
Wow.
But my name ain't Beagly, so I ain't worried about that.
Oh my goodness.
We've lost it already. Woo, it's too late.
It
That's
is-
the problem.
it's
It's
the
too
right-
late in the evening.
If you lose it often, you're in the right spot. And if this is your first time listening, I'm Pete. That's Harry.
So,
And yeah, you're probably lost.
no.
So we are going to be talking about something that's a bit modern today.
If
You know what
want
it is?
entertainment, dance.
Dance. I said something that we're talking about is a bit modern today. Dance has been around for a long
Yeah,
time.
but modern dance hasn't. That's why it's called modern dance.
Oh, okay. Something else that's a bit modern. Something that's, we would say, more recent. As in, like, we'll call it since the invention of the internet.
Hey, Al Gore's toy.
Yes, the internet.
Yeah, he invented
Okay.
that.
So he says.
Look, he invented it.
So
Why
he
would you
says.
Why would you not believe a politician?
There's many reasons to not believe a politician, but this podcast does not get involved in podcast.
This podcast is not, for your information, ladies and gentlemen, this podcast does not get involved in the pod of casting.
Yes, or politics.
Oh, or that too.
We don't get involved in politics. Maybe off camera, but not on camera or microphone. That's what these are. That we're talking into microphones.
In politics off camera.
No. No, I'm not like a senator or anything, and I have no aspirations to do so. But we are
Roman
speaking today.
senator. That'd be cool. I could have like my own house and like servants and stuff, and then I could like raise a crew of gladiators, and they could. Oh, sorry. Yeah, you were saying.
What about an old like British senator then? So you can have a giant white wig with curls in it.
No, there's not nearly as much fun of watching people do. You know, the chain and the trident, and you stab the guy. Yes, those are the good old days.
Yeah, for one of those two. Probably not the one getting stabbed. Maybe for the
No.
guy that did the thumbs down.
I'm still here, so
Oh, well, you did the stabbing.
Yeah, of
Oh,
course, that's
okay.
what I'm
You haven't been around for a long time.
I'm telling you, man, the whole flat Earth thing, pushing those dinosaurs off.
Well,
the
you know,
mountain.
since they blew into its thumb and made it expand into a sphere,
No,
it's been a big deal.
That's mythos. That's all holograms and projections.
So that kind of future.
Yeah,
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
But we are speaking of something modern today.
We are art.
We are.
Oh, we're gonna be cerebral.
Well, art could be part of it.
Okay.
Well,
So we like, we're gonna go like Warhol. I mean,
no.
no.
No. Andy's out of this one today.
Oh,
All right, but have you ever tried to sell anything online? Yeah, I have.
legal or illegal?
Well, the fact that you have to
Goods,
ask.
goods or services?
All right, tell me about services. Go for it. Uh-huh.
Well,
Maybe you've purchased. I'm talking about when you were selling them.
yes, it's services online.
Okay. Well, what do you sell online? Tell me about your experience selling stuff online.
Training session.
Oh, yes, for your gym. I'm sorry, fitness center.
Yeah, well, it's closing in a week or so.
I thought it was reopening
No,
in
it's
like
not.
a week or so
It's
too.
closing. No, it's gone.
It's
It's
it's all going to be a new name
no,
though.
no, it's not. It's gone.
Different building, new name,
It's not even the same business. It's dead.
complete new business,
Yep, gone.
but it's going to be the same owner as the last one.
Yes, it'll be the same owner.
Okay, so we're on the same
It'll be
page.
me still. Yeah.
I assumed.
It'll be hence the same one. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're moving on up
To the east side.
to, and I believe it's actually
literally
west.
no. It's closer to the water, so it is to the east side.
Oh, it's the other direction.
Yes.
Oh, it's not the building I thought it was.
No, it's the east side.
Oh, well, it's not
To
the
a
drawings you were
deluxe
looking for.
Space.
Not quite
Um,
disguised? No?
50, not 405.
Oh,
405 would have rhymed with that really nicely, but that ruined it. Okay, so
Oh, boy.
yeah. So yeah, and I actually, what else have I sold? I sold a vehicle once.
Did you?
Yes.
And what kind of experience did you have with that?
It was actually quite pleasant.
How'd it go?
You advertised it online, and then people made phone calls and made inquiries, and you responded to the inquiries and provided information, and eventually you met at a place which was safe, and your buddies who were snipers would ring, and you hide in just in case anything went south, and you need wrong scenario. I mean the vehicle, and then you'd meet, and they would test, and you would sit in the vehicle with them, and they test drive it. The whole entire thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, all right. Well, I tried to sell a car online once. It was a 1980 Triumph Spitfire Roadster convertible with full night racing upgrades.
Was this to replace the one that you trashed?
No, I didn't trash it. Remember, it was a tow truck that ran a red light and took my front end off 8 minutes after I bought it. Yeah, but it was the replacement one.
That was trash though, right?
Yeah.
That not yet. I was just
we
making sure
called-
we're on the same page.
We, as in myself and the guy that was driving my other car that we drove up there in, we looked at it and went, yeah, insurance is total. And we were right. Because half of it was still on the tow truck.
Ooh.
Yeah, I spun so good that my glasses actually came off and went back on. But they were a few inches lower. The earpieces were below the neck, and below the ears, not on the neck.
I was about to say, I don't think anything can get around your neck.
Well, at the time I was only like 130 pounds.
Oh yeah,
or
then
something
it
like
was
that.
much more reasonable then. Yeah.
Yeah,
okay,
not
okay.
240.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You were a lightweight then. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Not
yeah.
the human tow truck you are now.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
But yeah, when I had that had that car advertised for sale, a lot of people sent me messages.
That's because that's an awesome vehicle.
It was very pretty. I hope today it's still pretty, and the guy who bought it, I hope that it's still pretty and giving him good times and enjoy today. Because that's a vehicle that should be held onto for a long time. And I know a lot of people, they talk down about 80s vehicles, but
Put it in the
this
museum and
was the last of,
the
and
Spitfires.
yeah, it was the end of, really the end of Triumph more than anything.
That's a crying shame.
They just went downhill horribly afterwards. They came out with a couple models after that in the early 80s, but then it was done.
The TR7.
Yeah. The wedge, the shape of things to come. No,
It was good.
I thought it was cool. It was the British Corvette. I mean, the idea of it. But enough about cars. But the selling of it is what I really ran into some issues with. I had a lot of response online.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of messages came in, and almost none of them involved the money.
Huh?
Right. One was a
I'm
four-wheel
confused.
drive van that they wanted to trade me.
Ah,
Yes.
Barter.
One was a aircraft. It was a small Cessna something or other that didn't have an engine.
Oh, I was
Uh,
about to say, wait, you were about to make out, but no, I guess not.
You'd think. But no, there's no engine, so who knows how bad the rest
Hey,
of
it's
it
a
was.
glider.
Yeah, well, I think it only glid once. You know?
I think that's glided, but go ahead, we'll go
It
with
had,
glided.
it had a successful last flight all the way to the ground. You know, that's okay, great, thanks. Minor water damage. It's only been through a flood or two, you know, it's fine.
Or
One of those
landed
sort of
in,
things.
or it
Yeah.
survived. It's a lucky craft.
Yes. Positive water landing and easy recovery from the bottom. They didn't tell you that part, I suppose. Who knows?
Mm.
But it didn't have an engine, so I wasn't even interested in it. I was offered a bunch of like moped scooter things.
Ooh, so like you could have had 10 mopeds for the price of the car?
Something like that. What the heck was I gonna do with a couple of mopeds? I mean, I get a gang of midgets and have them follow me around or something. That'd be awesome. Oompa Loompas.
Oh, great.
I don't know.
Oh, great and mighty mouse. He did not mean to be offensive. Please spare us yet again.
No, MG. They had a car named Midget. Okay, all right. That's the other British brand that was out around the same time in the Leland area, if you didn't know. Yeah. So I was offered a bunch of weird stuff. Like the only thing that's like, man, I'm not getting any monetary offers on this. So I started looking up
Services?
the value of the. No.
Okay, I was just checking. I was just checking.
We're not going to talk about those offers.
I was just checking.
Oh boy. Hey. No. 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 So I started looking up the value of some of the things that were coming in, and it's like, man, well, how much are these scooters? You know, a couple of these things. Maybe I could resell those. You know, and I was like, well, there turns out to be a reason why the guy wanted to trade them because nobody was buying them. I mean, it turns out that like their used value is like, chuck it in the dumpster kind of thing. You know, that's about as good for them.
Yeah, but that was
They're heavy,
then.
you know, big paperweights.
Right now they're in.
Well, I sold the thing, you know, this is years ago. It was before I bought a house. I actually in a townhouse at the time. And part of the reason me selling it is because I wanted to buy a house. And I had 3 other cars at the time. The house I wanted to buy had a 2-car garage. So I didn't need a 4th car.
You always need a 4th car.
I didn't need a 4th car.
What happens if the other 3 break down?
Well, 2 out of the other 3 were Hondas, so that wasn't going to happen.
What happens
And-
if you knew a friend in need who needed to borrow a sporty car for a date?
Well, I had 3, so
Fabricated.
the Firebird could have gone to somebody, and it did. Actually, I gave that to my brother. Yeah, long time afterwards that one. But I was looking up the value of it, and the value of a 4-wheel drive van actually worked out to be really similar. And I was like, I started going, man, I wonder what would I do with a van? Like it's 4-wheel drive, I can do anything I
you
want.
paint it like mostly black with a red stripe up on an angle and like gray above that.
That's my thought entirely, because it was the A-Team van in 4-wheel drive, but it was white. And I was
Wait,
like,
did it have a spoiler and everything?
no, it didn't have the spoiler, but it was the same style, same body style, and everything. Even the wheels that were on it were similar.
See, you could
I
have
was
added the
like, wow,
spoiler
that's-
and painted it.
Man, and I started going, it's only like $5,000 difference between it, and I'm not really getting any offers on this car. It's like, well, maybe I should just let it ride a little. I mean, I did. I let the time go, and eventually a guy said, hey, look, I got cash. It's not quite as much as you're offering, but I will come by and pick it up today if you take it. And I was like, look, I'm not in a hurry to sell the thing. And eventually, he showed up anyways, and I was at the point of like, all right, fine, here you go, and because I didn't get any other offers, and it was like another week.
18 van.
No, what the value of it was, like I said, I didn't need a 4th vehicle, and I was trying to sell it because I was
Yeah,
buying
but
a
you
house.
didn't have an 18 van.
I know, I could have gotten rid of the Firebird. It would have been cooler.
Yes, the 18 van would have trumped the Firebird, and it was all-wheel drive 18 van.
Yeah, 4-wheel drive. Yeah. I know. It'd been cool, and then I could have got rid of the Firebird.
What
and
were
then
you
it would've been-
thinking?
that would have been cooler.
You
But
could have become the Punisher.
No, I don't need to do all that.
Well, you're
But
big enough to
that
be the Punisher, but
selling that online, some of the weird responses you get for it are like, "Well, I'll take it for free," or some of the stupid things that people say. Like,
why is that stupid?
well, I'm sorry, when somebody has a vehicle.
Hold on. Excuse me. Is this coming from the person that said, "Hey, I got this buddy that gave me a boat"?
Yeah, I've been given
Oh,
other
you can-
cars too.
Like,
But this is friends and family I'm talking about. Friends and
Oh.
family, you hook them up.
during
Random people that you
during
don't know.
tax time, there's this ad that goes free for free. So you're now all of a sudden free. Oh, it's friends and family free versus free for free. So
Yes.
there's a different kind of free.
Yeah, there is.
Oh, whatever.
Yeah,
Okay, fine.
There
Go ahead,
is.
Go ahead. No. Go. Continue.
so let's fast forward to me selling something else. All right.
Legal.
Yes.
You have to think about that. You weren't even sure. Ah.
We'll talk about the legal stuff. Just recently, I sold a shower head. And you're thinking,
Hold on.
a shower head?
Yes.
Yes. All right. Well, I was gonna chuck the thing in the trash can, and my wife is like, "Why are you doing that? Like, you just got this from Amazon." And I was like, "Well, I don't like it, and I already threw away the box and everything else that goes with it before we even tried the thing. I mean, it was a big rain shower head, right?
Which has to be directly mounted.
And it needs a lot of water pressure,
Oh, you ain't got that.
which we ain't got that in Titusville. So I didn't know. I didn't know that it's going to need all this. I thought maybe the nozzles are really tiny or something. You know, it had a bunch of different settings on it. This really expensive German brand. And the shower head itself was like $144 on Amazon for a shower head. I didn't pay it. Remember, I review Amazon stuff. Right? Well, they sent me the shower head. And I was like, wow, it's really nice. And when it's angled straight down, it's wonderful. It's like you're getting rained on.
I'm stuck
with
on
worn-
the $144 shower head thing.
That's
So-
not uncommon, honestly.
So for $144, does it lather you and rinse you
You'd think.
itself?
You would think so.
I mean, what's $144 get you besides water falling out of it?
Shiny? I don't know. But, so, you know, the Amazon, I write a lot of reviews. They're like, we want an honest review of this. And I'm like, okay, no problem. I looked it up after I was going to chuck the thing in the trash, and my wife's like, no way, this is an expensive German brand. You need to see how much this is. Maybe you could just sell it. So I looked it up, and I was like, holy crap, the shower head's $144, right? So I looked at other shower heads, really similar, and there's a whole bunch of them out there, anywhere between the $100 and $200 range. It is really not uncommon for a shower head. Yes, Harry.
I got a question, teacher. Does water come out of it?
Yeah.
So if I go to the dollar store and buy the $15 shower head,
Does
will
it do anything
Will
different?
water come out of it?
It'll be the same.
So what's the other $129 doing? I'm just asking. I just
Well,
want to know.
The silicone that's on the nozzles for wherever the water sprays out at, if you have hard water, we're in Titusville, so you know, if it starts spraying funky, you just touch it. It clears and back regular stream again. You don't have to rub anything over top of it, nothing special like that. It's one of those really high quality ones. It'll never get soap scum on it. It'll never clog up. It'll never, I don't know. Anyways, I don't think it's worth $144 or whatever. I even said that in my review. But, so I got it for free. And I already threw the box away, and that was already out with the dumpster. It was gone, man. Trash, they picked it up, gone, right? So I have this big shower head. It's like, what am I going to do with this? And I'm going to chuck it. My wife's like, no, you should try to sell it. I'm like, well, I got it for free. Who's going to buy a used shower head without a box in it that was $144? I was like, man, this thing, realistically, I could see this being for sale at somewhere for like $20. Right? So I went, all right, $20 online on the marketplace.
Why did you say
Right
that?
away. Boom.
Yes, because somebody said, heck, that's a $144 shower head. Some idiot selling it for $20. I'm making out here.
No, I think the guy who's selling it online for $140, $44 or whatever it was, they're the ones that are making out. Me, I didn't pay a dime for it. So I'm getting $20. I'm good with this.
So you got $20 for it. Meanwhile, the guy's going, he turned around and sold it for $100 because it was $44 off.
Maybe.
And he's like, I made $80 on this transaction.
Maybe.
Meanwhile, the shower head's traveling back and forth around the world.
Now, what kind of a person goes and says, I'm going to spend $144 on the shower head?
The same kind of person who says, I'm going to spend $2.5 million on a car.
Exactly. How many of those cars do you see around?
Here?
Mm-hmm.
4.
Exactly. 4. How many cars do you see on the road normally? Total amount of cars? Probably thousands.
Mm-hmm.
In the local area, we're talking thousands of cars, and versus maybe 4 that you might see one day a week of these like expensive cars.
Mm-hmm.
So what are the
Hold on.
chances
Hold
that
on.
that person who's driving that expensive multi-$100,000 vehicle is going to want a used shower head of any type?
Well, it really depends, because if that person was able to amass that fortune by thinking and making good deals, here's a good deal staring him in the face, or her, and they go, wow, I was going to order one of those for that bathroom upgrade, and I was going to pay $120 all day.
You know what? Fine. And in that case, if it was somebody I knew, I would have just given the thing to them. The only reason I even put it online for any sort of money at all was just to avoid me getting a whole bunch of weird responses from a bunch of weirdos saying, hey, send it to me, I'll take it, give it to me, and then a whole bunch of sob stories about how their child has, 3 legs and one has to be amputated and they don't have insurance or something.
So, you missed an opportunity to gather really good stories.
Most of them are not good. Most of them you're like, oh crap, and then they message you over and over and over again.
So what
And
you're saying
I
is-
just went, you know what, I'm going to avoid that. And what's it worth to me? How much money does it have to be to avoid that? Broke people look at $20 and go, hey man, that's $20. People who have a lot of money look at it and go, it's only $20. So I was looking for somebody that was serious. So hey, I was looking for something similar to this, but I noticed that they're expensive. I don't want to spend that much money.
but not too serious.
Bingo. Exactly. So I would get the least amount of input. Guess how many people actually messaged me after the guy sent me the message saying that he would pay me $20, which was within the hour of me putting it up.
Less than 100, but
Mhm.
greater than 50.
No, it's less than 100, and it's less than 50. 0 was the answer. Nobody else messaged me at all. Which, you know what that tells me? I played that perfectly. Or I should have chucked it in the trash. That would have been perfect too.
Or the people who know the products, like there's no way that somebody's going to sell this for $20. This is a fake.
Maybe.
There is that third possibility.
Yeah, but at the same time, if you're looking at something that's like, it's expensive, is it worth losing $20 when you would have spent closer to 200
It's a fake.
to take the chance of getting it for $20?
It's a fake.
Okay, but if it was a fake, then you can report them and then they can't do it again.
So, someone's selling a classic VW Bug on your average venue for $100.
Okay?
You gonna message him?
Nope.
Thank you. My point exactly. So let's move on.
Well, you didn't ask why.
Fine.
I already have one.
Oh. Okay. We just time traveled back in time. I had to roll the Earth back because theoretically, if we time traveled back in time,
How far back are we going?
Just enough for me to ask this question. So, suppose that someone posts a classic VW Bug online for $100, and you don't own one, and you still have your penchant for them.
I may message them, yeah.
Would you believe that it was real or a scam? The first thought through your mind.
Why so cheap? That's a fair point. But considering that these bugs are worth around 20,000 or more, depending on the year now, and somebody said that they had one for sale for, I don't know, $2,000 or $3,000, is it possible that that is not a scam? Yes, possibly, because only a couple of years ago, we're talking like 2 or 3 years ago, did they go for $2,000 or $3,000 instead of 20 or 30?
Just rewrote the scenario to make it fit you, though. See, no.
Oh, you wrote it to make it fit me. That's why you chose a bug. Of course you did. But I see your point. That there are plenty of people that are online with scams, which brings us to the other portion of this. You're selling stuff online. How do you know that what it is that you're selling, the way you're selling it, doesn't make it look like a scam to somebody else?
You gotta charge a shit ton of money, a lot of money for it.
Okay, well, let's say, for example, that you're charging more for it, then you still have the same possibility of it being a scam.
Yes, you do have the same possibility, but the fact that you're charging more for it may mean that you have an albatross, and people will be like, oh, well, this could be a scam, or it could be an albatross. If it's an albatross, dang, this is a rare opportunity. I better message this guy.
Okay. But it still could be a scam.
Yes, but you see, the people who would be like, is this a scam or an albatross, would be able to ask a sufficient array of questions
Okay.
to fish out whether it is indeed a scam or an albatross.
But could they not ask the same questions to something that was cheaper?
If it was cheaper, that would rule it out immediately.
How so?
Oh, if it's an albatross, no one's going to sell it. It's just the way human nature works. No one's going. I have the crown from the crown jewels,
Yeah, okay.
and I'm selling it for a mere $500. You're gonna message that person?
Probably gonna be the yeah right, and then there's gonna be middle finger emoji. Yeah.
I have the Hope Diamond,
No,
and
no,
I'm
no.
selling, and I'm selling it for a mere $1,000.
No, you don't.
That's my point. But if someone said, "Hey, I've got an original Gogon. My dad was in like the big."
You got to speak up with these
Oh,
things.
sorry. Some person approaches you with a rare piece of art. Says, "My dad was in World War II. Some castle in Germany. Me and the boys were able to smuggle out a few pieces."
Hey man, you got a good story with it. It sounds more believable.
And I'm going to sell you this rare piece of art. I'm in dire need, $3,000.
Okay.
You gonna believe it?
It's got a good story. You're gonna check on it.
Rare piece of art, dude. We're talking something that's probably worth tens of millions of dollars.
Okay.
They're gonna sell it to you for a mere.
Yeah, but this idiot, maybe he
3,000.
doesn't know.
He told you that it was a rare piece of art.
Well, isn't there this road show and then this Pawn Star show and stuff like that?
I
The
don't know
guys
anything
walking
about
there.
porn stars. We aren't supposed to talk about.
Pawn shop guys.
Oh.
Well, I don't know too much about it, but I know a specialist I can call. You know, that show. Well, I've seen a couple of these cuckoo clocks before, but, I'm not real specific on this. But I got a friend who's a specialist on cuckoo clocks. Really? How do you have a friend who's a specialist on absolutely everything?
Because it's what you do for a living, and I'm sure they give
Cuckoo
into
clocks. I'm sure that the guy that's running the shop for the TV show Pawn Stars, he knows a specialist that just happens to be out of Germany that has to do with specific German cuckoo clocks
Very possible.
and knows all the specific stuff and the people who
So-
collect cuckoo clocks and
How long has the shop
really,
been in business? So you assume that at some point another item had crossed his hands and he had no effing idea what to do with it. Or he purchased it and got burnt. So he did his research. He found himself a specialist. They started talking. They talked about other things that entered the shop. They became friends through product and similar thought patterns. Now you have an expert in this thing because you got burned once and you wanted to do the
Yeah,
research.
but they had a show that said, I don't really know a whole lot about polka dotted piggy banks, but I know a friend who's a specialist on polka dotted piggy banks. I'm going to give him a call. Really? Polka dotted piggy banks. I'm going to call in a specialist that knows more about polka dotted piggy banks. Come on.
Because it's a rare thing. Somebody walks into your somebody meets you on the street. You know, you guys are in your exchanges. I've got this rare thing. I've had this rare thing for it's been
Gosh,
handed
don't
down
show it to me. Jeez,
generations, and it's been
Oh.
handed down in my family. And you know, I don't like the thing. I think it's ugly. My wife really wants, but I hear it's a rare thing. I would like to sell it to you. Okay. What is
I don't know
this?
anything about it.
I don't know anything about it. Let
See
me
you,
go do
weirdo.
some research on your rare thing
Oh.
and come back to you. You do some research, you talk to a few people online, all of a sudden they point you to this one guy who's obsessed with that thing. And you're like, hey, I hear you know a little about X. A little? My good man, I'd like to tell you that I'm an expert in X. I am the best X person out there. I invented this new technology for authenticating X.
I invented the new technology for authenticating the lime green shade in Honda Civics.
Exactly.
No, there's not a guy out there for that.
I'm just saying that if you're a pawn
And if
shop
there was-
owner in some
No.
area that's got a lot of high odd traffic, I mean, isn't this place in Vegas?
I don't know.
I think it's in Vegas.
I don't know.
So, you
What's
know,
the
in
name of the
Vegas-
place?
I can't remember.
I see me either. And
But-
I've seen the show probably 20, 30 times. I
But
don't know.
I believe that it's in Vegas, and of course in Vegas you've got the gambling thing, and people are gonna pawn some stuff.
Sure,
Let's
but they're
be
not
honest.
going to bring it all with them. I mean, who brought their cuckoo clock? Who brought their spotted piggy bank? I mean, okay, maybe that has money in it. That's possible. But probably was their son.
Dude.
Well, I had to shake all the quarters out of it for the machine.
I was
It is
hot.
theirs.
All I need to do is, and I'm gonna hit on the next hand of blackjack, and I'm a mill, and let's go.
Going there shaking, betting my entire cuckoo clock collection on black.
Okay,
Yeah.
so your point. So, but the thing is, it's human nature to believe that if it's cheap, it's cheap. If it's expensive, it's real.
Yeah, I guess. Maybe I can see what you're saying there. I mean, I've run across things on eBay where I'm looking at them and they're, you know, in the hundreds of range. And then, you know, find one that you're like, oh, it's $9? What is different? Look. Don't see anything different? Buy now. Free shipping? How did that work? Now I got tracking. Says it's shipped from the UPS and I can click tracking. Is it really going to be the item? I don't know. But for $9, it's worth me finding out.
That $9 could have bought you a nice slice of pizza at Valentino's.
It's possible, yeah.
Trade-off. Which is better, the unknown or the nice slice of pizza at Valentino's?
Well, let's see. The cholesterol that comes with a nice slice of pizza from that.
Oh, like you're worrying, flipping Incredible Hulk. I heard they were going to cast you in the next one.
From the VA, my blood test results came back, and my LDL and HDL are both high. So, yeah, cholesterol, got to be careful, I suppose. Cause,
Eat
you know,
more oatmeal and shut up.
Wait, eat more? That's what I heard. I like the sound of that. Eat more. Yes.
Oatmeal. Oatmeal.
Wait, what? I heard eat more.
Oatmeal.
Eat more?
Oatmeal.
Sounds like eat more.
Oatmeal.
Eat more.
Oatmeal.
More.
Oatmeal.
More.
Oatmeal.
More?
Oatmeal.
Eat more.
Oatmeal.
Okay, so I should eat more.
Oatmeal.
Just eat more.
Oatmeal.
Yes,
Yes.
I'll eat more. I had ribs today.
That's why your cholesterol is jacked. Okay.
Well, she brought home,
We're getting off
rack.
topic. Lisa, we don't want to upset Lisa.
Well, she did. She ordered it on the internet. And I didn't.
The ribs?
Yeah.
How do you know they were authentic ribs?
Well,
Because the price was in the right price range, wasn't
It
it?
was because
if it
it
was
was
a
on-
buck for them, would you have eaten dollar ribs?
dude, I didn't order the ribs on Facebook Marketplace. Jeez, I got them from the store that actually makes the ribs.
Well, they make the ribs.
Well, they cook them.
So they come some sort of rib press of some chemical substance that looks like rib.
It's
so
possible.
now it's discounted rib, so you got fake rib now.
Is
See,
that
that's what
true?
you get. That's what you get right there.
If that's true, how come the McRib tastes great too?
No, it doesn't. It doesn't even taste.
I don't like the
rib.
bun. I just pull the meat out. I think the meat.
That's
tastes
not
good.
even meat.
Well, it's clearly that
I
it's
can't.
processed.
No, I can't say
Some
anything
sort.
because we don't want to upset the clown. Because I hear probably the clown's got money too.
Yeah, he's strictly business. You gotta look out. He's been chasing hamburglers his whole life.
As he's fit though, you chase that hamburger all over.
I don't know how he can run so quick in them floppy shoes, but
Do you imagine the workout that must be?
oh my goodness, how big are his feet? Wow, ladies, look out!
Oh, I knew you were going there.
I wasn't going there, but I bet the clown is.
I was gonna try to derail that, but it was too late.
Whoa. He can dress like anything he wants in that case.
Wow.
You know what they say about guys with big nose, right? You know what they say about guys with big feet, right?
Yeah,
You know what they say about guys with big whatever, right? Well, he's got to be home because that's one goofy looking mother ever. So.
I always thought, what they say about guys with big noses, keep them away from your cocaine.
You're going back to Miami. No.
Going back.
I don't think so. All right. So, selling things online, there's always challenges that come along with these things. Right?
Yeah, like packaging.
Yeah. So, like that shower head, for example, I told the guy because he said, "Look, I'll give you the money, but can you just ship it?" All right, sure, as long as you pay for shipping. And I looked up flat rate box, and I was like, "Oh, it's $13 shipping."
Mm-hmm.
Well, keep in mind what was my goal in this whole thing.
Get rid of it.
Just get rid of it, right?
So now you're netting $7.
So I told him, I looked up, flat rate shipping was $13. I said, hey, looks like the shipping to your place in flat rate box is going to be $13. All right, no problem. And he sends me for my PayPal thing $33. So that's a $20 plus $13 shipping. Cool, no
What
problem.
about the gas to get you to the post office?
Again, I don't care. I was just trying to get rid of everything.
What about your valuable time that you spent in this transaction?
I did it on the way home from work. Took me an extra minute and a half.
You're doing this while driving.
No, I was messaged while I was sitting in the car in the parking lot.
You're doing this while driving.
Then I drove to the place that does the shipping. It happened to not be the ones with the flat rate boxes. It happened to be the other one, and they charge more money.
So you did this while driving.
No. So I go in there, and I do the receipt and go to pay for it and everything. And I'm like, oh man, it's more than what I quoted him. But what was my goal?
Get rid of it.
Bingo. So I'm in there, they throw it in the box, they do the packaging and everything else, they even write the label and all that other stuff. All I had to do was say, here's the address, it's on my phone. They went, boop, and read the address, and I said, okay, it's going to be this much, and I go, boop, and I touched the thing with my phone. I was in and out. I mean, from my car, walked from down the parking lot, into the little place, set the little shower head, big shower head actually, on the counter, said it goes here, they go, scan, thank you, and I walked out back in my car. It wasn't 2 whole minutes.
I'm trying to get what your point is.
I don't remember.
See?
No, I spent more on the shipping. The point is, if you're going to sell stuff, you can't just quote them on the shipping unless you know exactly which store that you're going to be shipping it from, whether it's going to be the UPS or the FedEx or the DHL or whatever,
So your objective is, if you're going to, I'm trying to understand where we're going with this whole thing. So if you're selling things on a regular, you have a postal scale at home so that you know the pretty much exact cost of shipping, flat rate, ground, 3-day, 8-month, what have you. And you go, okay, Jim Bob, your new copper tubing for your still is going to cost X, and shipping to Cornfield Flats is going to be Y. So your net total to keep your still going is blah.
Chopper still. Good job, Jim Bob. Way to go. Yeah. All right. Who's making that sour rye mash today, boys? All right.
Gotta get us some corn squeezes.
Oh boy. I swear, we don't have a still. Honest to God, I don't even know how to make one, but I get a good idea by watching
What?
the tube of the U's.
What? I don't know. What's the still? Isn't that when you take a picture of something that ain't moving?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah. No, they call them selfies now, but I mean, if it's not
Well,
you, then it's a still.
Right.
Or is it a thatty? As opposed to a selfie, it's a thatty?
To me? Or
No,
Yui?
no, a thatty. Well, yeah, it's true. If it's a person, then it'd be a Yui.
Isn't that what you do in your car when you make a U-turn?
No,
We used to call it flipping a B, but now it's called a Yui.
That's called illegal. Unless you, well,
I mean, only
they
in
don't
some
have
spots.
the one with the slash. Though.
Gotta be a sign.
Yeah, the one that the serial killer killed, and then you can do your thingy with whatever you make a B out of something. I don't know.
You ever taken a picture with your cell phone of a sign that says no cell phones allowed?
How would I do that? There's no cell phones allowed.
I did. Rebel.
When the no cell phone police come for
Take
you,
that, cell phone police.
I'm disassociating myself. Yes.
Yeah, we don't know anything about it. Right. But
So yeah, packaging and
So yeah, they I had to pay for the box,
Mhm.
and then I guess the packing stuff that goes in it, and the
Peanut.
shipping cost.
Oh, the inflatable the inflatable plastic bags.
Yeah, they did the
yeah.
water and the air. Well, that'd be crazy. There's a shower head.
One bag.
No, it's a machine.
Oh.
It's a machine that poops out these big old air bubble things.
It poops them out.
Yeah, like sausage
So
links.
was it like that commercial when they had the unicorn that
The squatty potty. Oh boy. Yeah. Why on earth were they using a unicorn with rainbow ice cream? Mine comes out like soft serve.
Best commercial ever.
Everybody saw this.
Oh, and Jeremy, by the way, I didn't get them.
The squatty potties?
No, he'll know what I'm talking about.
The rainbow.
Jeremy will know. No, Jeremy will.
You do know we record these in advance, right?
Yeah, but Jeremy will know what I'm talking about.
You do know that we record these in advance, right?
I discussed this with Jeremy before this recording, and I didn't get a chance to go do what he said I should do. Well, I said I would do, so Jeremy was sitting there right now laughing his behind off.
I'm sure the rest of our audience is enjoying that.
Because they have no idea what's going on, but Jeremy is losing his crap.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I hope you find it. Yes. So, anyways, the point of this is when you go to sell something, pay attention, because if you quote the guy that it's going to be the one place and then it turns out to be another place, one of them costs more than the other. So if you're going to scam them, do it the other way around, not what I did.
Built-in buffer. Nothing.
What's built-in buffer?
Shipping cost buffer.
It was, though. I charged them $20 when I didn't need to. I was just going to give the thing away. I don't care.
That's not shipping cost buffer. Forget it. Hey, I've got. Oh, that's a real way for people to actually believe you have it. Hey, I've got this unique, rare German engineered shower head, and I'm just giving it away.
Yeah.
Right. So more than likely you poisoned this thing, and you're trying to give it to someone so that you can kill them with it. You're some sadistic, evil individual. I'm not responding to you.
How do you poison a shower head?
You can probably dry poison in it, and then as the water mixes with it, you spray the person with the poison.
Okay.
Skin will absorb it, and
am I the only person that turns on the shower so it'll warm up first? You turn on the hot, then you adjust the cold to the little line or whatever that you normally point it at, and then you turn it from the faucet to the shower, and then it kicks on, and then
there's
it
usually some
heats
water
up.
in the tub when you step in there, right? Because there's water that's been running.
Yeah,
So if
so it's
that's
been going down the
toxic-
drain.
So if that's toxic, you're standing in it and absorbing.
You think you're going to be able to have some sort of acid.
It's only. I didn't say acid. I said poison. I didn't say acid.
It's going to be fast enough that the rest of the water shooting out of the wall.
Most of
It's
these.
not going to,
Most of these shower heads now have reduced themselves to like a gallon a minute.
Oh,
So
this was not one of them. I mean, if this thing had one of those restrictors in it in order to make it work better, I guess, as a shower head.
Better.
No, it wasn't there. This thing required like pressure washer kind of pressure. I mean, seriously, it was 8 inches around. Seriously, at least.
It was a
The face, the shower portion of it was at least 8 inches.
So it was one of the rain shower.
Yeah, it was big. So about 3 inches thick at the side,
you didn't
probably
tell
like
us that.
6 inches thick in the
Nice
middle.
for us to get an image of what you're trying to say by painting it with words.
But it was big.
That's all you got. Yeah, thanks. That's it. Yeah.
Just the way she likes it.
It was
The rain shower head.
It was big. It was yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So it was a fire hose hanging off the wall, and I turned it on, and it blew me out the back wall, and I said, "We need a different shower head."
The shower head my wife and I were using for. We had to take the thing off. We had to put it in the CLR, or we have to soak it, and then you wait a while, you rinse it off, you put it back up.
Yeah,
You have to do that all the time.
Water.
Right.
Yeah,
It's time to spill water.
Yeah.
So, when I got a new shower head, I thought for sure she's gonna be like, "All right, cool. We don't have to do that anymore. You just go brink, and it's the little nozzles off.
Can you make this sound?
Brink. You run your fingers over the little nozzles, and it kicks out all the little hard water thingies that get stuck in it.
Yeah, I'm sure that when you run your
Rocks.
fingers over the nozzles, the hard water happens. Yes.
Yes. Yeah, little nipples. Just keep playing with them with your finger, and then the hard water happens. Yeah, they'll spray straighter. Yes.
And with more force, but only for a
But
little
you know
while.
my wife was not happy about the shower head, and that was the whole reason why I was
But
like,
you
"All right,
can't, because you probably did not have the overhead mount for it, and it's not really designed for and without pressure, it's probably
it
kind
wasn't
of
really
like,
designed for our shower.
it was kind of like,
yeah, it was. It was really weak. But I mean, it had different levels on the thing. You could turn the little clicky thingy, and then
oh,
make it
not
from
the clicky
the
thing.
rain, the pulsing rain, the center section, the stream, and it just never seemed like in any position it had enough pressure.
Did they have like really cool names like Midsummer Shower,
Yes.
Thunderstorm?
Champagne was one of the options.
Wow.
Yeah, it did. when you have a option on your shower head named champagne.
So it turned the
You
water
know-
into. So hold on. You had a shower head that turned water into champagne, and you gave it away.
Practically.
What is wrong with you?
I know. Water
I'd
in the
have
wine.
been
It's close.
bottling this crap left and right. I'd have made a fortune.
The champagne nozzle, turn that little thing and just bucket out. Oh yeah, we're gonna bottle this. Yeah. Hey everybody, it's Titusville water. Drink up. Unfiltered. Mm-hmm. You chew this stuff all day.
You're wrong.
It's
You're just
a little crunchy. Yeah, tell me that your filters last.
Just do the brain thing, and it'll. Oh no, wait! I'll just make it crunchier.
Yeah, you run it through the Brita filter, and a couple days later, the filter's going, I'm out. I don't have room for any more. What? How did that happen? Yeah, so you got to get the multi-stage filters, so it'll run through one canister, and then the next canister, and the next canister, so then it stops the large particles, the medium particles, and the small particles. Yeah.
I had one of those.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
And the water came out of that tasted great. It's amazing how the tap water around this area would taste so good once they got rid of all the chewable parts.
Yeah, but the chewable parts add nutritional density.
Did we talk about this in a previous episode that it's like whale semen and everything else? I mean, come on.
But back then we were more robust people.
Yeah, that was the Perfect Water episode.
Yes,
Oh
we
my
were a
goodness.
much more robust.
Yes,
people.
we were much more robust during Perfect Water
Yes.
episode, whatever number that was. Yeah, if you haven't heard that one yet, you might want to go back and then send us an email afterwards, notrobotsquestions@gmail.com, about how crappy of an episode that was and how you actually enjoy your water, and that the water that we chose, which happens to be just
I like my water cubed.
yeah. Well, with the Titusville water, you let it sit out long enough, you can sweep it up into a cube. Yeah, it's got plenty of vitamins and rocks. Yes. Yeah, it's abrasive when you brush your teeth too.
Hey, it gets extra plaque and tartar off.
Everybody's got shiny teeth around here, or they don't have any teeth because either they've worn through it or they're on meth. So it's one or the other. Hello, local area. How are you?
I think Pete's a little cynical. I'm not quite sure.
Just a tiny amount. Yes, it's small. Yeah.
Maybe he needs some more of that champagne water to tone it down.
No.
You sure?
Yeah. So, well, anyways, my wife she wasn't happy with the shower head, so she's like, "You should have got one with a wand." Well, me being a reviewer for the Azon, I went, okay, let's see if they got one, and sure enough, there was like 20 different ones for me to choose from. The one that I got actually has a separate. It's got the little thingy, the little clicky, adjusty thingy, so you can have the little rain version, the
This
center
ability
section,
to
the spray
describe
version.
things in technical terms is overwhelming, audience.
It's
Is
good.
it not?
It's the
Yeah,
different
go ahead, build the
position.
clicky thingy. Yeah.
The different positions,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And then it has one that's a momentary switch. And it has a sprayer that goes directly out of the side of the shower head. Not where the shower comes down, but where it's straight out of the side of the shower head.
For?
Cleaning your shower.
I had a feeling you were going to say that.
It was brilliant.
Why
First
is
time
that?
I used that, I was like, whoa, this is great. Yeah. So when my daughter, she's usually the one that cleans the showers as part of her, chores kind of thing. Everybody had chores as a kid. But cleaning the showers is her deal. She does the bleachy soft scrub or whatever it is and scrubs. Now she can just take the thing, turn on the water, press it, and go all the way around. It sprays it with high pressure water.
Hey, it's amazing.
So much cleaner, faster.
Before they invented that, I used to have one of those shower heads that was like detachable.
Like a bucket?
No, one
With
of
a hole
those
in it?
shower heads that was like detachable. And you know what I do? I put it on the pulse thing and I clean the shower with it.
Yeah, it has all
Wow,
the
is that
standard.
not
You could
amazing?
do the same, wand shower thing, but now it has the one single stream that's really high pressure. As if you hold the switch to one
Because
direction.
they were familiar with Titusville water?
I don't know, I guess. But what's really cool too is it also has the little nipples on it that you can just run your finger over, and it
Makes
cleans
that
all the.
pressure out the side better?
Well, no, because it's a whole different direction. But
Sometimes, there's an affiliation there,
but
that they
the
respond.
water that it points the different directions, and now it doesn't have the rock stuck in it. The chewable parts you can just poke out.
Okay.
Yeah. Hard water, guys. Yeah.
Wrong episode.
You
Wrong
can
episode.
say if you get a softener.
We're selling things, remember? Right? Now you're stuck in the water episode.
We
again.
were.
Yeah. See, there's that time warp. See, we've gone back in time. Somehow, we've moved the planet.
We did a jump to the left.
I'm telling you, we need to stop doing that.
And then a step to the right.
I'm waiting for Doctor Who to come in and hit us both with a sonic screwdriver any second now. Because we're just messing with the time stream.
The wibbly wobbly, timey wimey.
Yeah. That whole entire thing.
That's the one.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, with that, we should probably round this out.
Why is the TARDIS the best vehicle in the entire universe again? I've taught you.
Because Superman can change his clothes in it?
No.
Because Bill and Ted can go back in time in it.
No.
Before Doctor Who did.
No.
Excellent!
No. Dude.
Party on!
No. No.
One more no for good measure?
And no.
We did it anyway.
Because it's powered by a sun.
Uh-huh.
it is actually the only vehicle that actually will meet the true meaning of time travel. Because it is a time and relative distance in space device.
Okay.
So it factors for where your planet would have been or will be. Otherwise, you would jump to nothing.
Good job, nerd.
Not a nerd.
I don't know. I don't watch Doctor Who.
I'm a Whovian.
I tried. I
How
can't
did you
get
not
into
like
it.
with that big cranium of yours? Not like Doctor Who.
I can't. Like the Daleks, the little trash cans.
They're not trash cans. They're the perfect evolution of soldiers.
Okay.
It's a battle station with a brain in it.
Okay.
That's all it needs. You know what? It was the Cylons before it was pre-Cylon Cylon.
How come every time I look at one, I just imagine that Oscar the Grouch is going to pop out?
It's a pre-Cylon Cylon.
Alright. Well, alright. Well, with that, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening.
Please don't watch. Please.
Yes, if
Oh,
you
God.
watched, I
Oh,
apologize.
God, please.
Just don't watch it.
Your eyes would burn. It burns us.
Yeah, well, it's just the recording. Like when we start the backup camera, which happens to be a faux pro.
The camera's backing up.
Well, it's in case the audio doesn't record on this, then we have a secondary audio source.
Oh, redundant camera.
It is the redundancy.
Not
It
the
is.
backup camera.
Yeah, it's the redundancy.
It can't see behind you when you're.
It
going
doesn't beep either. Yeah.
It doesn't see behind.
I
you.
knew that was coming.
Okay.
Because I could see it in the backup camera. But if you have any questions, concerns, comments, complaints, or gripes about anything you heard here or seen here, if you're the unfortunate guys watching us on YouTube,
Please don't have us committed.
hey, I got a nice jacket at home. It's got sleeves that are really long. It buckles in the back.
And it keeps me warm in the winter.
It is. My mom says that I can come out of it after I'm a good boy.
I
Tomorrow.
haven't been good yet.
Just sitting next to my muzzle. I don't want to go back in the jacket.
Hey, it's a face mask, isn't it?
It's only good for Halloween. And other times of scaring people.
Why is it good for scaring people? We all have to wear masks now.
Ooh, I could wear my muzzle. Nice. I'm going to wear my Jason mask. Next place that says mask required, I'm going to wear a Jason mask.
I wanted to wear my Hannibal Lecter mask.
Yes. That's great. I wonder how they would feel about it if you went in there wearing a scuba mask. I mean, tube and all. Breathing out of the tube, trying to talk to the lady at the register at it.
Which one?
Plastic? I wish I go with paper today.
Which one? The older ones or the full face shield one with the tube at the top?
Oops, either one.
I like the full face shield one because now you look like the Will Robinson
Good old
robot.
spaceman Smith going on.
No, it's like the robot in Will Robinson though. Because his face was kind of shaped like that.
Kinda.
Yeah.
I mean, it had the little effect where you could almost see through it.
Yeah, but you know
You
what?
kinda
That
can't do
would
that.
be our faces because remember that
You know
was
what?
supposed to be
Get one of those and add,
Oh,
the light in.
LEDs?
Yeah.
Yes.
and then another like translucent, like a see-through mirror thing.
That's right.
So then it has
was
that effect.
reflective, and they can't see your eyes, but then the thing would be
And
and
then
then
a
have
voice
a button
synthesizer.
so that I could change
Danger,
what it's.
Will
No,
Robinson.
oh, that's true. But you know, get a button so you can change what, like a smile, a frown, or
Or change
that.
it to red when you
Yes!
start punching somebody. Yeah. All right. All right. You have any questions, concerns, comments, complaints, or gripes about anything we said here? Email us notrobotsquestions@gmail.com or send us that voice message at anchor.fm/not-robots. Not robots out. Deuces. You know, we were very close to that hour mark. Remember, it records in hour segments.
What are you trying to say?
I
I was
don't
looking at it.
know.
I need more crackers.
Selling things
Water.
online. Sorry, Lisa. You know, she sent us an email. Did I show you?
Yeah.
Oh man. She gave us new ideas too. Thanks, Lisa.
What he said.
Yeah. I
I
highly
need my
doubt
eye
she
roll.
watches the before
You never
and after.
know.
You never know. I mean, the number of views that we get on this is like nothing compared to the listens. I mean, it is a podcast, so they should be listening. So they're doing the right thing.
Listening.
The few of them that watch, shame on you. I guess.
Yeah, don't watch.
Yes. Go back to listening.
Yeah.
You know, it's on Spotify and,
Yeah.
and Apple and,
Yeah.
and Breaker and
Who?
all the rest of I don't know. Stitcher.
I don't. Oh yes, Stitcher.
Whatever it is, your podcast are sold or whatever.
Your podcast is sold.
Whatever fine podcasts are sold. All right.
Gurgle, 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 gurgle. Whew. Now I gotta shower, scrape the dome.
Defender your dome.
So I don't like that sound. Pass out. Get up. It's day 3, and I haven't really done shit with the new space yet.
So you know how I said I review things, right, for the Azon. My wife goes, "Hey,
For Jeff.
yeah,
You work for Jeff.
they send me free stuff. What can I say?" My wife's like, "Hey, I want a desk lamp for our son."
The
All
sun
right.
doesn't need a
What
desk
kind
lamp, it creates power. It's light. The sun is.
SON, not SUN.
Oh.
Yeah. For the boy, number 2. So don't drop a deuce now. Oh, whoa, calm down. All right, so in Star Trek, he was number 1, right? Who's number 2?
What was Pike's first mate's called? Wasn't she just called number 1? What was her damn... Holy crap.
I don't remember.
And it was Rebecca Romaine Stamos, meaning Rebecca Romaine looking way too fucking hot. Oh, crap. Edit that out.
No, because it's true. She looked great.
She looked beyond great. She looked Amazonian and just hot.
I really liked 7 and 9 too. So now, if I had to rank them, 7 and 9 was number 2. So that's who we're looking for. Who's your number 1? Oh, I turned this thing off.
What did he call her?
I don't remember. Maybe they'll send us an email. Nobody's watching this though, so whatever.